Hello again. Welcome back. So let's look at another graphical presentation of data, histogram. Sharing my screen with you, sharing. And this is the data that I gave you here. Histogram, the x-axis is basically a range of values. Instead of atomic values, a range of values. In fact, this is an image here. I gave an image. So we want to make these values in this format. So if you want to see the range here, so I can actually make that happen automatically using a formula. So what do I do? So this is going in the backward direction because it is centered. So I would like that to be left justified. Click here, so that that will be left justified. Equal to. So I would like to put a square bracket. So put that in quotes, square bracket. Ampersand is a concatenation. That means putting them together. This value, I want to put them together. And again, concatenation. And then I put a hyphen in quotes. Again, concatenation. And then I put the value, whatever you have here. And then again, concatenation. And I put a parenthesis and then close the bracket. This is the include value bracket. That is exclude value bracket. Enter it, and you get the G7. When you pull it down, G7H7 should automatically change. Put this whole thing in the center and pull this one down. So that's what we did here. The number of transactions in that range, this is including 0, excluding 500, is the count if. So it's a range for a criteria. So because it's two conditions, not just one condition, count ifs. You put yes in there, open bracket. So in fact, it's going in the backward direction. I don't like that going in the backward direction. Escape, go back again to the same place. So click on the left is justified so that it doesn't go in the backward direction. Equal to count IFS ifs. That means you can put multiple criteria. So criteria one, range one, criteria range one, criteria range two, criteria, like that. So what is the criteria range? So it is a dollar value of the transaction 0 to 500. So the criteria I can select. Did I put the last line? I put the last line. So I need to select the range here. This is the criteria range up to here. And that is the same range always. And the criteria is this one, greater than or equal to that one. So you would like to put double quotes here, greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, ampersand this value. So that is the criteria, comma, another criteria you want to put less than this value. So again, where is the criteria range? It is the same range again, up to there. And it is the same table also. So put dollar signs in there, comma. So put double quote less than, not equal to, less than, ampersand, that 500. So that means you're counting all the transactions that are between 0 to 500, 0 included, 500 excluded. There are four of them like that. And the total revenue for that kind of range is sum ifs, IFS. You put multiple. Some range is the same range for all of them, I think. Some range is the one. And dollar signs you put in there because it is the same range for all of them. Criteria 1, criteria 2, criteria, like that. Criteria range, it is also the same range because you're looking at the dollar sign, dollar ones. And then put dollar signs in there. The criteria is greater than or equal to ampersand 0, the greater than 0. When you pull down, it should change. So that's why I leave it dollar sign without dollar sign. Another criteria is the range is the same. And press F4 so that you see the dollar signs there. And it should be less than or equal to less than ampersand this value. So, and close it. So that means you count the number of transactions which are greater than 0, less than 500 in the same range. And then you got the 11th. So both of them put that in, this one I put in the center. So I take both of them together, pull all the way down. I think I put some function here. So there are 30 transactions in total and 47,400 is the total value. If you want to really see here, the sum button here, 47,400. You can put a dollar sign if you wish to. But this one is not a dollar sign, just transaction. 168 transaction. Put that in the center here. 47,400. Okay. But this 30 is different. The number of transactions here in that range is 40. Oh, sorry. It's a sum. You wanted to go count. Why count, sir? Because those are the number of days, not the really like. So each one is a transaction. So count the number of 30 transactions. Okay. So that the 30 transactions is matching here. So now taking this, you can create a histogram. Histogram is essentially a bar chart. So what I will do is I will take the x-axis value and the y-axis value. X-axis value is this one. Y-axis value is this one. And I can take these ones also together, but transactions are so small value compared to this, you probably won't see it if you put them together on the same chart. So now press the control button and then select this one. If you don't put the control button, you will not be able to select both of them. Now insert bar chart or line chart, whichever you want. So now you got the ranges here in the x-axis, and this is basically bar chart, which is a histogram for the revenue. Like we did earlier, if you want to put any titles, you can put the titles. Data labels are very useful. Gives you the values. So that is a histogram. You want to create another histogram. So for the same, select this one and that one. So the transactions, you can create a histogram also. So insert and then bar chart. So that's up to the transaction, number of transactions. You want to put the data labels, you get the number of transactions of them. Okay, I think we did that. I can move this one down here. Leave it, leave it, leave it. And then if you want to move it down here, for example, and you press down button, it will automatically go down. That's all for the histogram. So I stop my video here and I post it. Thank you.